Welcome back to Living 808. Hawaii's nonprofits are facing a crisis, one that could leave thousands without essential services. Today, we're going to find out what is needed to secure funding to help. We've invited the leaders of Halekipa and parents of children together to join us. We welcome Venus Rossetti Medeiros and Ryan Kusamoto to the show. Thank you guys so much for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
you.
you.
Good morning.
This is really important, but before we get all started with all the information, let's tell everybody out in Living 808 TV land, what is the Hawaii True Cost Coalition?
Hawaii True Cost Coalition is a network of community-based organizations. About 70 of us comprise the network, and we're all working towards the same goal, which is to get our contracts from our government to be funded at its true cost.
Okay.
And an important point, these 70 organizations that are working together, we serve about 500,000 people in the community, which is like about a third of the residents here in Hawaii. And, we're working on issues like domestic violence, child abuse, education, hunger, and safety. And these are really critical services that are needed at this time.
How serious is the situation? What happens if the contracts for the essential services aren't increased?
Well, 40% of our nonprofits right now have already reported that they may need to cease their programs if they don't get the funding needed. 91% of all of our community-based organizations report that all of them have, 91% do not have true cost contracts funded. So that's quite a bit.
Yeah, and then, the concern for us is when you look at the world that we're seeing, the services are really needed right now. They're increasing, so more people are coming to us, and they're more acute. Like the levels of services are a lot deeper than what we see. And when you start to, when we aren't able to keep up and address those needs, then, things are going to happen. Like if we don't have the funding to do that, we're going to likely have to cut back, serve less, or not do as much. And that has grave impacts on the community for the long term. Our role is always to get in there early and often. And when we don't, what usually will happen down the road is that we'll have to implement more costly interventions. And that's what we're concerned about. We really care about this community and want to make sure that we get in there, like I said, early and often.
Well, something happened a few weeks ago with federal funding, and it is actually being challenged. Can you explain what happened and the impact that it's had on local nonprofits here in Hawaii?
Well, if you look at when the freeze happened, there was a huge amount of panic that happened around the nonprofits feeling like we wouldn't be able to draw down any kind of funds to keep our programs alive. Yeah. Well, you look at what happened this week with our Maui office of Kako'o Maui, and CNHA having to send people home who, was impacted greatly with their contracts.
And, like a lot of the work that we do, it's funded by state contracts, but a lot of that work, a lot of that funding does come from the feds as well, or directly from the feds.
Okay.
And so when the feds implemented that short-term pause, it was a real concern because, like for a lot of us, and what we're kind of mentioning right now is that we rely on that funding to do this work. And it's not like we have a lot of reserves to keep doing that work. And so if there's a pause that's put into place where it won't fund us for costs that we've already expended, we're going to have to do things like perhaps shut down parts of our operations or completely. And that's our concern. And we don't want to do that for the community.
Yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are here because I don't think people really realize exactly how dire this could be. We're talking education, we're talking agriculture. There's so many different things that could affect us.
Housing, food bank.
Absolutely.
Care,
so what happens then if this is actually implemented? If the federal funding freeze is implemented, what happens?
Well, it will definitely impact all of those that we're serving, right? But I think, like Ryan is mentioning, it's just going to impact us greatly, and it's going to continue to get worse. So the thing is, the government really relies on our community-based organizations to do essential services, and that's one of the things that I think people need to understand, is that we go out and we have to fundraise to just cover the costs that the government is not carrying for us. And all we're asking is, we're not asking for anything more, can you just fund us for what it costs to do our programs? If we were for-profit, there's no way that we would be able to continue.
Right.
The money dries up, you stop.
Yeah.
But with community-based organizations, we continue to do the work.
Okay, so that brings up a great question for all of us. How can we help?
Well, True Cause Coalition, we've been kind of busy introducing different bills. So we have House Bill 244, 300, 560 right now that's on the floor. So if you can contact your legislators and let them know that if any of you have been impacted by any of the community-based organization services, please reach out to your legislators. We also have Senate Bill 933 that's also being talked about.
That's moving through the legislature right now. And so that support from the community is really critical right now to let them know. And, I think there's a lot of nonprofits out there and community-based organizations that people know about. They see it and they're doing critical work. There's a lot of stuff that the community-based organizations are doing that people don't see, that are really vital for the community. And this funding is really critical to ensure that we continue to make that stuff happen. Because if it doesn't, like I said earlier, we're likely going to see more bigger impacts in our community and more costly interventions that are needed in the future. And we just want Hawaii to be the place that we all grow up and loved because of the values here and the people.
Give us a website for both of you guys.
So it's halekipa.org.
And we have pacthawaii.org, but we also want to push.
Yeah, the main one right now is hightruecost.com.
Okay, and that's on your screen right now. Well, of course, we'll have it on our website, KH12.com, shortly as the show. Go to the Living 808 tab on KH12.com. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you
very
for
much.
having us.
And we hope that it all works out, obviously, for a lot of people. So thank you so much. All right, coming up.